Beloved family and friends, we are gathered here today in celebration. It's a celebration of love, commitment, friendship, family, interesting weather, and two people who are in it forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, this whole thing's a little weird. You're standing up here looking fancy. You were just holding flowers. You're being stared at by pretty much everybody who's meant anything to you in your whole life. So why do we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important element across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments in our life. But this one's regarded so critical, we acknowledge it with a special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? It's because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth. No matter who we are, where we come from, what we believe, we know this one thing. Love is the one thing we're doing right. That's why you're both standing here and why all of you are here to witness this ceremony, these vows. You know, it's interesting because we've been through so much in the past X amount of time building to today, so I'm actually getting caught up myself, so I apologize. We've all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment we're reminded the ability that love is the very best part of humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some of them are short, others long, some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. There are chapters in all of our lives, all of our stories that are sad and disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. Today, Jonathan and Erin are beginning a new chapter in their own special love story. It's important to take time to look back, pause, and smile at the moments that brought them here. It is this time that we look ahead also at the moments that are still to come. I usually ask my bride and groom to answer some questions prior to the ceremony. I ask them to answer the questions separately. It allows me to understand them as individuals and as a couple. And after receiving these emails, I was proven correct. They're an awesome couple. They're a cool couple that deserve an amazing life ahead of them. So let's share those 4 questions with the 118 people, shall we? The first question I asked is, how did you meet? I love asking this question because although it's a simple answer, March 17th at a place in Hoboken, the perspectives tend to be a little different. So first of all, Brian and Lindsay, where are you? Charlo? If it wasn't for you two, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you for caring so much about your friends.
You owe me.
To make this happen. It's amazing how Jonathan's roommate and Erin's kickball teammate could arrange a meetup at Texas, Arizona, a bar in Hoboken, which would eventually bring us here today. But like all stories that end great, this one almost didn't happen. See, John and Charlo were on the way back from Justin's bachelor party. And John just didn't want to go to this meeting. He wasn't, quote unquote, 100%. which means he was tired and hungover. But Brian and Lindsay were determined. What made John change his mind? Lindsay's quote, "John, it is in your best interest to come. I want you to meet this beautiful, tall blonde on my kickball team." John finally said yes, and he agrees it was one of the best decisions he ever made in his life. The second question, how did he propose? The setting was Cask, a restaurant near Erin's new office in New York City. She wanted John to see the new office. He agreed, and so started the plan, which was set in motion rather quickly. Pre-planned the private table, check. Meat, wine, appetizers, meal, and dessert. Erin loves dessert, I just found out. Pre-arrange a note to be attached to the dessert menu, so when she gets it, pull the ring out of the jacket and make it happen. First, arrange a drink with Mom in Hoboken. What? Mom, where are you? Your cool factor just went up, like here.
Mama loves Texas too.
Because never in my years of performing a ceremony did anyone ever say that. And that is awesome. Because relationships are what brings us here today. Relationships are what defines us. So of course, she said yes. And here we are. I love the next question. Why are you marrying the person whose hand you're holding right now? I will read their answers in their exact words because I cannot do them justice. Erin replied, "John is my best friend, my love, and my forever. I love him with all my heart. I can't wait to marry him so that I can spend the rest of my life with him and always have him by my side. We complement each other so well and are each other's greatest support, biggest comfort, and strongest motivation." John replied, "I marry Erin because she's the most beautiful, smart, and caring person I have ever met. She makes me a better man, plain and simple. We are an amazing team, just like the 1998 Yankees." I couldn't leave that one out, brother. I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, in parentheses, one of the best professional sports teams of all time. But they said the exact same things in different ways. And the last question: what are you most looking forward to in your future together?
Babies.
That didn't make it here. But that could be an appendix, it's fine. It's an addendum. Erin says, "I look forward to being able to share our days, our plans, and our lives with each other, now and always. I look forward to growing up and growing old together. I look forward to experiencing the pleasures, the challenges, and the successes, and the happiness of the life that we will create together. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with my best friend, soulmate, and partner in crime." John said, "I'm looking forward to the one day starting a family together." Oh, it didn't make it here, I'm sorry. "Making our relationship stronger every day and conquering all the obstacles that life has to throw us." Beautiful words from two beautiful people. So before we actually conduct our vows, our bride and groom have chosen to have a sand ceremony. Prior to having them conduct the ceremony, I'd just like to say that Jonathan and Erin, as these two containers of sand are poured into a third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist. but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into individual containers, so will your marriage be. Please make your way to the containers. As they pour into the container, as these containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will cease to exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated, your marriage will be inseparable. A little competitive, but okay. Anybody? All right, who seals it? Go ahead. That's right, ladies first. Fantastic. Please.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, this dress is too beautiful to have a microphone here. So now, as you are facing each other holding hands, I'm going to ask you a simple question. It's a two-word response. It's a famous one. And if you answer correctly, we can move on. If not, we go home early. Do you, Jonathan, take this woman, Erin, whom you hold by the hands, to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Erin, take this man, Jonathan, whom you hold by the hands, to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
We can move on. Since it's your intention, I'd like to ask the best man to give the bride's ring to our groom. It's probably a small one. Jonathan, please place a ring on Erin's left ring finger and repeat after me. I, Jonathan, take thee, Erin, for my lawful wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. There's only one left. Please give it to our bride. Erin, please place the ring on Jonathan's left ring finger and repeat after me. I, Erin, take thee, Jonathan, for my lawful husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Home stretch now. By the virtue of the power and authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, I pronounce that you are husband and wife. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you, for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan and Erin Laston.